And there is new bling for Season 2. And I really want to get this all, so off camera I got all of this Season 1 bling. It looks really cool. Especially the ZOMG, Kite Moab, and Plushie BFB skins. All your Moab class balloons. And they're just pretty cool. I like to collect items, so I'm going to try to get all of these ones. Season 2 is longer, being at 54 days total, when Season 1 was like 31 days total. And then in my chests, I have a battle chest, then a great chest, and then another battle chest. I'm close to opening the battle chests. Well, the battle chest. And then news. Cyber Quincy Showcase now available, VIP sale, and Season 2. And then I am at 31 out of 100 trophies to be in Hall of Masters. I'm really surprised because Season 2 just started today and people are already in Hall of Masters. That does not do well for... That does not bode well with me. But anyways, let's hop into this first game. I'm going to put that up there. Basalt Columns, definitely not my favorite map. Glade is okay, but I would prefer other maps. Okay, so I know Tack Shooter isn't the best on this map, so I'm gonna switch out the village with the Dart Monkey and do that, because Tack Shooter is pretty okay, but you're gonna end up leaking lives with the Dart and the Tack Shooter, but if you just have one of them. So I'm thinking if I can get my Tack Shooter up and a Dart Monkey, it might be able to save me from leaking lives. I'm hoping it does, at least. So I'm going to start off with the Tack Shooter and a Dart Monkey. And then upgrade this Tack Shooter, top and bottom path as per usual. I'll get that out of the way. And then Tack Sprayer, and then after that even faster shooting, and then start ecoing. I actually tried out farms one day when I was off camera, and they're not as bad as people make them seem, but they're also not that good either. So basically the reason why Tack Shooter isn't the best on here, this obstacle right here, this rock, is really annoying and gets in the way. Ooh, thank God that Dart Monkey got that. So I'm going to end up going for the crossbow Dart Monkey. It's pretty good. And then start ecoing again. I want to get Scientist Gwendolyn down here soon. But not sure if I'll be able to do that without dying. I do need to clear that obstacle at some point. But for now we're defending, so I'm not going to currently. If I'm sent Space Whites, I'm going to have to go for another crossbow Dart Monkey. But we should be able to get Scientist Gwendolyn down here soon. I'm going to stop ecoing just so I can. And then I'm going to continue to send blues. That way if I need to upgrade, I can. And how are we going to do against these Space Whites? Pretty okay, but not fully okay. We're gonna end up leaking some lives. I'm gonna get that spike pole and put it to last. Ooh, we are doing super bad. That is a horrible spike pole spot. If you guys use spike poles, then you're probably cringing at that placement, but I don't usually. I'm gonna send some space whites. We're still leaking lives. Ended up boosting to space whites. That's okay in my book. Like, yeah, I leaked lives, but if we can get the victory, then it really doesn't matter that much. Need to eco more, but I really want to get that overdrive for the tack shooter because it's really good. And then I need to go for this Juggernaut to defend against camo leads. And our opponent over there has the reactor, so they're going to be fine to camo balloons. And then now I'm going to try to send a couple regen purples and see what that does. And it did pretty much nothing. And then I wonder... I'm thinking if I can get a Moab. Yeah, I think I could get a Moab past this guy and win. Now I'm gonna go for that spike factory in the back of the map. I'm gonna clear this obstacle and eco with pinks. Pinks are the best balloon to eco with. They come out super fast and they give you 2.4 eco, which is, well, rainbows give you 5, but they don't get sent as fast, which is why pinks are the overall best, because they don't give you as much eco as other types of balloons, but they give you enough where it adds up over time, and then you can infinite eco once you hit 2,000. Just saving up for the Moab on round 17. I'm not going to send a fortified one on round 18, but if I have to, I will go for the long life spikes bottom path with, well, the top and bottom for the spike factory, and make those long life spikes be able to pop ceramics and all that stuff. But it looks like our opponent is going to die to that kite Moab. And that's a GG. You see, they can get first blood, but if you win the game, then it really doesn't matter. It is a win streak, so I get 2 trophies instead of just 1 until I hit Ceramic Crucible. Always watch an ad for a multiplier. I'm not going to for obvious reasons. Seeing I'm recording this, I don't want to record an ad. And then I can go in here and I can get a... I don't remember what they call them. I just call them the wing chests. Hero rewards. But I can get that, so I have plasma balloon boost. And then once I get 400 more monkey money, I can get a level up animation. I actually have Scientist Gwendolyn almost maxed out. I have regular Gwendolyn maxed out. That's how you get the alternate version of that hero. Max out Quincy, you get Cyber Quincy. Max out Gwendolyn, you get Scientist Gwendolyn. And I'm not sure about the other two because Well, if you max out Open, you get Ocean Open. I'm gonna skip that map. This map is okay with Tack Shooter, but still not the best. But I am going to switch out that dart for this village. So I want to show you guys more gameplay this season. This season is longer, so I'm hoping to show you guys more videos, and I also want to try to make longer videos that aren't just one game. I want to try to do at least 2 games per video, but battery percentage can be an issue, but I'm actually pretty good about charging this. Not like in my first video. And this guy is going with the Dartling Gunner. Sucks for me because that's one of the bug towers, which makes it pretty OP because that laser shock upgrade on there stacks and makes it do way more damage than it should. And I honestly hate it because people are getting wins based on a bug in the game, and I really hate that. This guy just wasted a balloon boost to make me leak 1 life so he could get the first blood. Hoping to wreck him in the later game rounds, just so I can prove a point. Then I'm gonna try to go for a Scientist Gwendolyn here soon. Gonna continue ecoing with red so I can afford it. And he's wasting another balloon boost. Get up Scientist Gwendolyn. Now I'm gonna send blues. And honestly, this game looks like it's going better than the last one. Never mind. I was gonna say if this guy doesn't get up that faster barrel spin, then I would be able to send him yellows on round 7 and potentially kill him, but he is using the laser shock upgrade, meaning I probably won't be able to kill him until the later game rounds, which means I'm gonna have to focus on defending more. So this game is gonna be very heavily defense. Just so that I can ensure I defend. And I want to have more defenses just so this guy doesn't get the win off of me because he's using bug towers. And then, when I was off camera, I was grinding for monkey money to get all of the Season 1 bling. And also this morning, I went against Dartling users mainly. And this morning all 3 of the games I played were Dartling users. And they all lost. Get that overdrive to ensure we defend those yellows. Gonna start sending some yellows till I run out of money. Then I'm gonna save up because I need this village. That way I can defend against camo balloons. Balloons, whatever. They're both the same technically. Gonna go for this village right here so when I get my spike factory, it is affected. Gonna need the bigger radius so that I can have that village affect that overdrive. And then I need the radar scanner before round 12, and then after I get the radar scanner, I want to go for my spike factory. So, got up the radar scanner, now I'm waiting for eco so I can get my spike factory, but of course I'm 2 coins short. And I'm gonna have to use that ability on that. actually saw that a lot of people were going middle pass blade shooter with the faster shooting and even faster shooting. Now I'm going to try that out, because it's actually pretty good. And then I also need a hot shot, so I can defend against all of these leads. And I know some of the weaknesses after playing so many Dartling users. And regen rainbows are an issue for the Dartling gunner. So I'm going to save up some money. Actually, he might end up defending, but I'm going to send him all that I can right now. And yeah, he's going to defend that. So this puts me in a sticky situation, because I could send him more stuff, but if he's easily going to defend it, I'm not going to. But at the same time, I need to defend. So, right here in the back of the map, I'm going to get the long life and then deadly spikes. I'm going to send a Moab just to see if it can chew through some of those spikes from his spike factory. But, as most of you know, Dartling users are usually usually able to defend stuff pretty easily, but he actually struggled. Stop it. So I'm going to send him 2 Moabs. I'm going to balloon boost this second Moab. And then send zebras underneath. And it looks like he's going to leak some lives. Oh, yep, he did. Looks like he's going to leak even more lives. And that's a GG. So I'm going to play 1 or 2 more games. And I'm actually doing pretty well today. I'm on a win streak, of course. Got 35 trophies already, and I started at 25, so I earned 10 trophies just today. But let's hop into this next battle. So this season I'm going to try to use different strategies, because I know it can get boring if I'm using the same strategy. But right now, that strategy is good on most maps. Like, it's good on this map. So, that's what I'm going to be mainly using. But on maps like Basalt Columns, I usually just spam Dart Monkeys and get the crossbow upgrade. So, if I ever get that map, you guys can see what I do, because Tac Shooter is not good on that map. Spike Factory is okay, but again, it's better if you're on a map where balloon sends from your opponent and the AR come out of the same spot or close to the same spot, like on Mayan, where it's basically the same spot, but it's not quite the same spot. Which, Spike Factory is actually decent on this map, even though AI balloons come out from a different place than balloon sends from your opponent. But there is a good Spike Factory spot on this map. So I'm going to start ecoing here. They're going to send me Space Blues. I should be fine. So this map is actually decent with my strategy, but the problem I run into is I put my overdrive right here, and then I need 2 hot shots in order to defend against all of the leads and ceramics that I'm sent from my opponents and the AI. Because without the bigger range, you just need it. And this guy is going to be sending me space yellows again. I should be fine. Going with the boomerang. Boomerang's pretty good until the later game rounds. It's not that great against Moabs. Unless you have that Moab pressed, but that just stalls it. And then I'm going to go for this Spike Factory. Just to ensure that our opponent doesn't get first blood. I'm going to send some Space Pinks, but I know it's not worth it to full on send them. And then I'm going to save up for the overdrive. That way I can get it before round 7, hopefully. Because I need that to defend against constant yellows. But it looks like we're going to be sent space white, so I'm going to use that ability so we can defend. And it does look like we're going to get the overdrive before round 7. So I'm going to spam this button. There we go. Now I'm going to start ecoing with greens. And then after this game, that will probably be the video. Like I said, I want to show you guys more gameplay, but I'm going to have to do some stuff here soon. But I am planning on recording a grindy type of video. Kind of like a stream, but just like, instead of it being live, it's a video. I want to record like an hour or 2 video of just constant gameplay, showing you guys that I lose sometimes, because I've actually been pretty lucky when I've been recording that I've won a lot of my games. But I do lose a lot off camera. I went up to Ceramic Crucible and then went back down to Lead Dungeon, then went back up, then went back down, and then finally went back up. Then I quit for yesterday until Season 2 started, which is today. Started at, I believe, 5 a.m. today. And I did that because I didn't want to lose my trophies and then going back down to Red Bloom Camp. I don't know if that's something they will do, like if you get to Yellow Stadium and then don't play anymore and then you just get to Red Bloom Camp, or if they'll limit it to dropping to Yellow Stadium after each season. I definitely think it would be better if they dropped to Yellow Stadium, just because after you've played a season and you have a lot of the towers unlocked and a lot of the heroes unlocked, and upgrades for those towers, it's pretty easy to defend. And you really won't need to drop back down to an arena that doesn't have that camo regen and fortified ability to be sent by your opponent. But I believe there should be a way that you can only drop down to Yellow Stadium, and Red Bloom Camp is only for new players, because Red Bloom Camp is meant for new players to learn how to play. I was talking somewhat about that in my first video, where I was telling you guys about people that were dropping down to use XP where they would lose in the higher arenas on purpose to drop down, because they knew they couldn't win any game with the strategies that they were using in order for them to get XP. With that being said, though, A couple people have pointed out that Ninja Kiwi made a Reddit post that there could be universal XP that can be spent on any tower. And I definitely think that would be a good addition, so you don't have people doing that. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is just showing you guys gameplay and what I personally do in my games. So I sent my opponent 3 Moabs. They only have 1 Moab press, so they can only stall one of them, but I honestly think these ceramics are going to sneak right by and end up getting us the victory. But it is laggy, and our opponent did boost, so they ended up defending, which is okay, but I'm definitely going to try to win this game. I'm not going to give up just because one of my rushes didn't work. Although I am going to send regen rainbows here. It's probably not the best idea, but I just want to see how my opponent defends. Which it is very laggy, and I have a feeling that has something to do with a tower they're using. I don't think it's bugged, I just think that it's not balanced, or it could be and it's just on my end that it's lagging. But the laser shock upgrade is glitched, and that causes a lot of lag on certain devices. But I have not been lagged out by a Dartling user, surprisingly. When I lag out, it's more due to the AI balloons and more from the syncing, because it wants to make sure that I see the same balloons as my opponent does, but that can cause issues. Which I'm guessing is what causes a lot of lag, and potentially what caused the my second loss in my first video, where it lagged me out due to connection issues, but that also was on a very laggy device. So I'm not going to credit it fully to the syncing ability of this game. I'm just saying that it could be an issue. So I actually want to send my opponent a ZOMG, but I need to save up more money. So for now I'm going to eco with pinks. I want to try to get to 1,000 eco. And I went for the spike balls in the back because I saw our long life spikes were not lasting as long as I thought they would, but with both of those spike factories, I think it's going to be completely fine. I didn't have a second overdrive, usually I would, but this game is lagging, so I think I'm going to hit 700-ish eco. And then after that, I'm going to stop and save up for the ZOMG. And I'm hoping they add a multi-touch feature to mobile. But with that being said, I have a Bluetooth keyboard, and for my other device I have an attachable keyboard. So I'm also hoping they add the ability to use hotkeys on mobile. And what the multi-touch would do is allow me to eco and upgrade at the same time, because if I do this and then I go to upgrade and I have to stop sending the balloons. And it's just a disadvantage on mobile players, but they could definitely update it to support some of those features. I'm gonna balloon boost this COMG. I'm hoping that the BFB layers will just be too much for the Moab press and it won't be able to handle it. And it'll let the ceramic sneak by. So I'm going to eco with purples so that our opponent struggles a bit more. And also because I don't really need any money for upgrading right now. With that being said, though, I think I am going to stop after this set since I'm not clicking them anymore. It's just some lag. And then we should be fine to a BFB. But if this rush doesn't work, I am going to try a DDT rush on round 26. I'm going to send 2 DDTs if I can, depending on how much they deplete the eco. If it's 300, then I'll just send 1 and then continue on ecoing. But it is round 24. That ZOMG is pretty much halfway on the screen, and my opponent has not popped it yet, so that could be an issue for them. And then it looks like that Moab press favored that Moab there, making our ZOMG go faster. Which I know it's still moving slow. I'm going to balloon boost it to try and make it faster. But I honestly think that the BFB layers will mess with the Moab press, but it looks like I'm wrong. And is this a glitch or not? Because I've seen many people do this where they just get a Moab class balloon to just sit there, but I don't feel like that's how it's supposed to be. But it does look like this is going to cause some A, major lag, and B, some damage on our opponent's side, which I'm hoping it does. Then DDTs come out next round, so I'm hoping those ceramics can sneak right by, because that would be an easy win. What the heck? How did... Sinking. I don't have DDTs available yet, but it is round 26, so I've just lost because of that glitch. But that's okay, because I've won. I had a win streak of 5. But it happens, I lose sometimes, it's okay, but I really hate when I lose to the sinking. I'm gonna call it a glitch. Even though it's not a glitch, it just makes it so I can't do anything on the screen. And it makes it so I can't defend. Because my opponent has a less laggier device than I do. So that's going to be today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I might record tomorrow. I might not. I'm going to try to upload every other day for this season, but not the weekends, so I'm going to try to upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays 3 times a week. And if that works out for me, then I'm going to try to upload daily other than the weekends, so 5 days out of 7. But that all depends on how well this does. And I hope you learned something in today's video. Maybe you learned how to defend against the Dartling user. If you did, let me know, and I might record some how-to videos, like how to beat Dartling Gunner, how to beat the meta strategy, which is Dartling Ninja Sniper. Because Dartling users don't go full meta. They go with Dartling and then they have their choice of 2 other towers. Like one guy I played against in this video went with the Spike Factory. And I'm also going to check how much XP I have for the tack shooter and the spike factory. Spike factory, I'm going to check first. And then, if you're wondering why I don't have that much village XP, I got the homeland defenses, which was expensive. And then I have 12,000 XP. The next thing I'm going for on the spike factory is the carpet of spikes upgrade. Because I want to defend against the B80 at some point, and I want to show you guys that. And then I have 28,000 XP for the tack shooter, so I'm going to unlock that Super Maelstrom. And I just unlocked every single upgrade for the tack shooter, which did something down here. So Monkey Money and XP will get you Monkey Mastery stuff. I really want to get that name tack shooters because I've seen that before and it looks awesome. And I really like all of this. It's kind of like the hero rewards, but you can only get these after you get all tower upgrades, including 5th tiers. So that's going to be today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.